Any beefs going on right now that we need to jump on
I'm
to?
not paying attention to none of them. Oh, no more
Okay.
puffy juice. No more puffy juice.
Oh, really?
Just different things that's not really beef though. That's just competitive.
Competitiveness.
All right. So you and Diddy, you and Puff cool?
No, I don't really rock with them.
Okay. Damn. All right. I didn't know what that meant.
Okay.
then.
All right.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
say-
We'll come back to it. All right.
Vodka
My
beef.
bad.
Sean Diddy Combs has been hit with another lawsuit just as he settles his first. Now, this time, Joy Dickerson Neal claims that she was a victim of revenge porn, in addition to allegedly being drugged and sexually assaulted by the musician back in 1991. A spokesperson for Combs says the accusations are not credible and, quote, purely a money grab. Well, last week, Combs settled a legal battle with former girlfriend Cassie Ventura.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were gonna beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
50 Cent had a minute of enjoyment, and boy did it last long. But it appears that Diddy may be done with messing around for the first time. He went up against 50 Cent for disclosing all of his dark secrets to the media. Check this out then. Big shot in Music P on November 7. Diddy received a lawsuit from his former girlfriend Cassie. She accused him of a 10-year history of slavery, physical, mental, and emotional abuse, among other serious offenses. But wait, just one day later, the lawsuit was miraculously resolved in record speed. The internet blew up about it. It appears that 50 Cent, Diddy's adversary, is considering releasing a documentary that exposes Diddy's history of assault accusations. 50, the owner of G-Unit Films, has made no secret of Diddy's transgressions. Therefore, it wouldn't be strange if he chose to delve farther and ruin Diddy's already precarious career. Though it all began as an internet joke, the idea of a puffy documentary that survives is gaining a lot of attention. 50 shared a picture of Diddy clutching a rose while lounging on a couch along with the Netflix logo and the caption, "Surviving Puffy." People became excited, believing that a documentary was being produced. Even though it turns out to be a hoax, 50 Cent is purportedly bringing this to pass. He made a hint about filming a film titled Surviving P. Diddy on November 22nd. After Cassie's lawsuit became public, he abandoned the project. Diddy's friend and former Bad Boy label president, Harve Pierre, was sued for assault. In fact, 50 even posted a snapshot of Pierre's complaint to Instagram. The captain captioned the photo, "This is a movie, Surviving P. Diddy or Diddy Do It or Not. Executive produced by Curtis, 50 Cent, and Jackson. I told you that was coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, shaking my head." Though the false Netflix poster featuring Diddy was most likely created by a fan, it will be released soon. When 50 Cent mentions that he wants to make a movie about Diddy, he means business. He's serious when he says that it will be investigated by the law, much like that 2019 documentary on R. Kelly that is still in existence. That R. Kelly case, where he was found guilty of child abuse and is currently serving a jail sentence, is similar to what Diddy is going through. The shocking part about 50's post regarding the purported Diddy documentary is that he included 2 more headlines. First, regarding Diddy's apparel line. Seen according to Billboard, John was fired by Macy's after a 2-decade association, and there was also a legal dispute between Diddy and the Put on Ice tequila brand that would run until 2024. But there's still more. Not only is 50 Cent discussing his film project, but he's also laughing at Diddy's expense. 50 made a joke when Diddy resolved the lawsuit with Cassie, saying he tossed the money down quickly, but not quickly enough to dissuade other women from accusing him of wrongdoing over time. Furthermore, 50 is keeping a close eye on everything Puffy. Another person in hot water is Harve Pierre, the former president of Bad Boy Records. A lawsuit has been filed against him for allegedly intimidating and abusing his aide. Everything is a complete disaster. After going through that, the assistant is now suing for damages, hoping to get a fair settlement to make up for the attack. The lawsuit claims that Combs Enterprises, Bad Boy Records, and Bad Boy Entertainment are the ones under investigation. And take a look at this. Less than a week has passed after Diddy and Cassie settled their case, during which Cassie leveled several allegations, including one of domestic abuse and other things. Rumor has it that the lawsuit was settled in New York a single day later. And get this, Diddy has been cited for the first time since splitting up with his ex-girlfriend Cassie. He was looking a little heavy as he relaxed outside his Miami home on Star Island. Diddy was standing there with his head of staff, his face buried in his hands. It appears that making up with Cassie cost something. Diddy's attorney, Ben Brafman, even released a statement on the subject. Just to be clear, choosing to settle a case does not, particularly in 2023, imply that any misconduct has been acknowledged. In no way does Mr. Combs' choice to resolve the litigation contradict his categorically asserted denial of the allegations. He is glad they were able to come to an agreement and sends his best regards to Ms. Ventura. What precisely transpired in the lawsuit then? Let's quickly dive into the specifics. Alright, that one is heavy. On November 16, Cassie made a huge splash in federal court by filing a complaint against Diddy, accusing him of rape and a bizarre history of abuse that began when she was just 19. She was once signed to his record label, Bad Boy Records. Additionally, among other things, the lawsuit makes allegations of sexual assault, sexual battery, human trafficking, and gender-motivated violence. She says that since their first meeting in 2005, Diddy has been acting controllingly. Things worsened once she signed with Diddy's record company in 2006. According to the lawsuit, he controlled every aspect of her life, including her home, car, wardrobe, and even her medical records. According to reports, he went too far, going for artist Kid Cudi, who briefly dated Cassie in 2011. And what do you know? They reached an out-of-court settlement the day after Cassie dropped her legal bombshell. Let's now analyze what is going on. This is no frivolous lawsuit. It's making grave accusations against Diddy, including violence, rape, and pressuring her into having sex with male prostitutes. He is portrayed by Cassie as a stereotypical abuser who seduces her with an act of fatherly protection only to ensnare her in a chaotic, unbalanced, and violent relationship. It's said that Diddy used intimidation techniques to control her, including crashing a man's car, threatening to throw a pal from a balcony, and even requesting her to carry his revolver in her purse. She was afraid that calling the police would only provide Diddy with more justification to harm her, so she never did. Of course, Diddy also disputes everything. The lawsuit details Cassie's more than 10-year experience putting up with Diddy's abusive actions and bizarre demands. She seemed to be caught up in a vicious circle of sex trafficking, abuse, and violence. According to the lawsuit, Diddy first expressed interest in Cassie in 2006, and things rapidly descended into a wild, drug-fueled lifestyle. Diddy and his group seemed to take over every aspect of Cassie's life once they started dating. According to the lawsuit, Diddy's close associates saw the beatings but remained silent out of fear for their boss. A disturbing story from 2009 claims that he kicked her in the face, caused her to bleed, and then took her and his employees into a hotel room. Diddy's associates persuaded her that in order to succeed in the entertainment world, she needed to return to him each time she attempted to flee. It's a chaotic circumstance. The lawsuit claims that Cassie experienced several difficult things while she was dating Diddy. They claim that because of her heavy drug use, she experienced memory loss and even entertained suicidal ideas. There was this bizarre incident where Diddy received the findings of an MRI directly. They are now criticizing Diddy and all of his business ties in this legal mess. Cassie is requesting monetary compensation for her losses, but no exact amount has been specified. And take this. Cassie is releasing shocking information in the lawsuit about Diddy forcing her to participate in these freak-offs. In essence, she was powerless and had to organize and carry out activities with male prostitutes while he did his thing. This continued for years at upscale hotels around the country, sometimes occurring as frequently as once a week. Diddy was documenting everything and snapping pictures. When Cassie attempted to remove recordings from her phone, he would make her view them while traveling. Following one of these freakouts in 2016, Diddy reportedly paid $50,000 to remove security film showing him acting erratically and hurling objects at Cassie, leaving her a black eye. During these crazy interactions, she would consume a lot of drugs, including ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and a ton of alcohol. She became addicted because it got so bad. This is a wild turn. According to the lawsuit, Diddy set Kid Cudi's car on fire in 2012 because he was upset that Cudi was seeing Cassie. You won't believe it either, as Kid Cudi attested to its veracity. The worst aspect of the report is that it states that in spite of Cassie's repeated denials and attempts to push him away, Diddy assaulted her in 2018 after forcing his way into her house. Cassie severed her relationship with the bad boy in 2019 after that. Everything is a complete disaster. Nevertheless, just one day after Cassie dropped the complaint, Diddy and her reached a settlement. On November 18, Diddy released a statement wishing Cassie and her family the best and said they had agreed to resolve the matter peacefully. Diddy avoided having to deal with any fresh evidence that might have surfaced during the legal proceedings by reaching a settlement outside of court. Cassie's complaint now makes use of the Adult Survivors Act in New York, which allows victims of sexual assault who were 18 years of age or older to file a claim a year after the statute of limitations has passed. Cassie said that she was able to talk about the trauma she is experiencing because of this rule. Regarding the music business, Kesha altered the lyrics of her song TikTok in reaction to the claims. During a performance on November 19, she switched from feeling like P. Diddy to feeling like me when she woke up in the morning. In an Instagram post that has since been removed, 50 Cent also added his thoughts and hinted that Diddy is still in trouble. He said that Diddy paid up quickly and foresaw further problems for Diddy. Supporters of Cassie included members of Danity Kane, the band Diddy founded on MTV's Making the Band. Tweeting about wanting to inform people, Aubrey O'Day included news items regarding the lawsuit. In addition, Dawn Richard offered her prayers for Cassie and her family in a supportive note. A few old accusations against Diddy also came back to light, such as one from a 2019 interview in which she described physical abuse. Cindy Ruella, Diddy's former chef, sued him in 2017 alleging that he had harassed her sexually. She claimed that following their sex, Diddy would ask her to bring food, and they would eat while nude. 2019 saw Diddy resolve that legal dispute. Now, fast forward to Thanksgiving weekend in 2023, when Diddy is facing allegations of sexual assault in two different lawsuits. One is from a former college student, while the other claims that in 1990 or 1991, the plaintiff and her friend were assaulted by singer-songwriter Aaron Hall and Diddy. After that, things became really intense. In addition, Diddy was sued for ordering a promoter's assault in 2007. He was also accused of assaulting his son's football coach in 2015. There were also allegations of a club brawl with Cudi in 2012. He even entered a guilty plea to a lesser assault case in the 1990s for assaulting the president of Interscope Records. Strange history, huh? Diddy has been keeping a low profile since he settled with Cassie. But the paparazzi were still able to capture him in his backyard, looking serious. In 1991, Diddy was a 22-year-old rising star in the New York music scene and helped to promote a charity basketball game at City College. This event, which featured rapper Heavy D, turned deadly when a stampede caused by an oversold game left 9 people dead and more than 20 injured. A state judge declared the college, Diddy, and Heavy D equally accountable for the disaster, even though no criminal charges were brought. This opened the door for over a dozen cases, including personal injury and wrongful death. Diddy's last case was resolved in 2000 for an undisclosed sum of money. In 1995, Cedric Bobby Lemon, a limousine driver, reported that he was beaten by bodyguards Diddy had hired to watch over singer Mary J. Blige. Lemon filed a lawsuit, claiming that Diddy had neglected to properly train his security personnel and that the guards had attacked him when they attempted to clear the area backstage before a show. Lemon prevailed in the lawsuit through default after Diddy failed to show up for the hearing, citing ignorance. Nevertheless, the 2004 ruling by an appeals court reversed Diddy's need to provide Lemon $450,000. Diddy was charged with felonies in 1999 in New York for allegedly beating rival record producer Steve Stout over a scenario from a music video in which Stout was seen nailed to a cross. Afterwards, Diddy expressed regret, and Stout asked the Manhattan District Attorney to dismiss the accusations. It was rumored that Diddy consented to settle the dispute with Stout for $500,000 rather than going to court. However, Diddy's old antics continue on this crazy journey. Roger Mills, a cable TV broadcaster from Detroit, made the claim that he was attacked by Diddy and his group.